Roles of Women in Military Production by Vanessa Millsaps, Olivia Wood, Kalani Medidir, and Danica Jones.
Women were expected to be housewives. Supervision of the house was always first priority. Nearly 350,000 American women served in uniform, both at home and abroad, volunteering for the newly formed Women's Army Auxiliary Corps and the Women's Land Army. The Women's Land Army was set up in June of 1937. They also drove trucks, repaired airplanes, worked as laboratory technicians, rigged parachutes, served as radio operators, analyzed photographs, flew military aircraft across the country, test flew newly repaired planes, and even trained anti-aircraft auxiliary gunners by acting as flying targets.
As the men fought abroad, women on the home front worked in defense plants and volunteered for war-related organizations, in addition to managing their households. Besides strengthening women's roles, when the war began, quickie marriages became the norm, as teenagers married their sweethearts before their men went overseas.
An important influential woman, Rosie the Riveter, helped assure that the Allies would have the war materials they needed to defeat the Axis. As a real-life munition worker, the strong Rosie became one of the most successful recruitment tools in American history, and the most iconic image of working women during World War II.
Along with Rosie the Riveter, 2nd Lieutenant Elsie Ott played a huge role in women military production. She was the first woman to receive the United States Air Medal. This medal was received in order to recognize her heroism in determining a way to evacuate the wounded from the front line. Already a trained nurse, she joined the Army Air Corps in 1941 and was sent to Karachi, India, leaving behind her legacy that impacted women to this day.
Ruby Bradley entered the United States Army Nurse Corps as a surgical nurse in 1934. She provided medical help to prisoners and fed starving children by stuffing food into her pockets whenever she could, often going hungry herself. She was a hospital administrator on Luzon Island in the Philippines when the U.S. was attacked at Pearl Harbor. She was another influential idol for our country.
More than 1,600 nurses were decorated for bravery under fire and admirable service. As the war ended and men returned home, many women were fired to be replaced with men. The women who had put in work on the war effort and volunteered in active war locations were denied their status as veterans. Women involved with military production was one of the most important advancements toward our society.
World War II provided unprecedented opportunities for American women to enter into jobs that had never before been open to women.
He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the captain